Vidya Patil, Assistant Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering in Sharad Institute of Technology, Polytechnic, Yadra. Today we are going to continue our first unit of internal combustion engine for the subject Power Engineering and Refrigeration. Today in this session we are going to cover the MPFI system, the components of MPFI system and the classification of MPFI system. Also the advantages and disadvantages of MPFI system. Also we see the different types of sensors which are used in MPFI system. First we see what is MPFI system. MPFI means the multi-point fuel injection system is one in which each cylinder has a separate fuel injector to supply or spray fuel into cylinder, whereas in a single point fuel injector means SPFI system, only one centrally located fuel injector is used to supply or spray fuel to all cylinders. Okay, this system is a combination of electrical, electronics, computer and mechanical science. The main purpose of this system is to supply the proper air-fuel mixture to each cylinder of the engine. MPFI system uses pressure from an electric fuel pump to spray fuel into engine intake manifold. It provides correct air-fuel ratio at all operating conditions of the engine, and the suction pressure of that engine is used to spray fuel into engine. In this system, unlike carburetors in which engine vacuum is used to feed the fuel, this system is classified as port injection system and throttle injection system. First we see port injection system. In port injection, in this system we see here in figure there is a multi-point fuel injector, that is MPFI port injection system. Here the air is inlet and there are number of ports and the injectors are situated on that port. Here the injector is fitted in the inlet manifold near the inlet valve and the uniform mixture form enters into the cylinder. Every cylinder is provided with a separate injector in multi-cylinder engine. Here in this figure we can see every cylinder is provided with separate injectors. Also in this kind of system, the petrol is sucked from the tank by a pump and pressurized petrol at about 3 bar is supplied through a distributor to fuel injector to a particular cylinder. Also the relief valves allows the excess petrol to return into that tank. The pump may be driven by the engine or a separate motor. In this system, the petrol is injected continuously into the inner port and at a varied rate. The distribution may be made by having a separate metering pump for each cylinder. All are timed by the arrangement of series of cam on camshaft. Okay, in this system we can see next is the throttle injection system. In this system, as shown in figure, where the single injector is used like a single carburetor and the throttle valve controls the amount of air entering in the intake manifold. The injector is located above the throat of the body and the injected fuel mixes with this air, and then the mixture passes, that air and fuel mixture passes into the intake manifold. Here we can see there is at the top there is an injector and air, and there is air, and this is the throttle body, and there is a fuel supply from the injector, and air and fuel mixes here at the throttle body and then passes to the intake manifold. To understand arrangement of this system, we conventional carburetor system with 2 ports type here shown here. Okay, here now we see the MPFI system layout. Okay, in this layout a single injector is mounted on the intake port. First we see here there are the air filters, and air their air enters from that air filters into this way, and here there are fuel line, okay, and here the injectors are mounted, okay, fuel injectors are mounted, this fuel line, fuel enters this fuel injectors, and here there is a intake valve, okay, and here the intake manifold and the intake ports, and all are situated on the intake cylinder heads, at the cylinder heads, okay. Here a single injector is mounted on this intake port of each cylinder, and fuel is sent under pressure by the fuel pump from the fuel tank, and the fuel is distributed to each of the injectors, here we can see, and fuel injection is carried out simultaneously in each injector once in every rotation. Here we can see, here there is a first, here in this line, here first fuel injector starts here in stage 1, again we can see in stage 3, here he starts injector in second fuel injector, and in last stage we can see here is the last fuel injector, okay. This way step by step in every rotation the injection starts, and here is shown in various stages, that is 1 to 4 we can see here. Next we see the components of MPFI system. The main components of MPFI systems are a computer, that also called electronic control unit, that is ECU, okay. Second is the various types of sensors, and third is the solenoid injectors. Here in this figure we see here ECU, that is electronic control unit, okay, that controls the ignition timing and quality of the fuel to be injected, okay, and various types of sensors monitors like ambient, coolant, exhaust gas temperatures, exhaust O2 content, intake pressures, throttle positions and speed, okay, that senses these all things. And last is the solenoid injectors. Here in this figure we can see where the actuators, okay, and output, and here the input signals gives to the ECU. Here we can see sensors and input signals give to the ECU, and ECU gives signals to the actuator, and after actuators gives to the output, and output work is done, okay. In sensors here also we can see their manifold absolute pressure sensors, throttle position sensors, speed sensors, coolant temperature sensors, okay. This we can see here, all injectors in actuators, their purge control, solenoid valves, idle air motor, fuel pump relays, AC relays, okay. In input signals, the battery voltage or AC relays gives to the input signals to the ECU, and output, that is diagnostic monitor, gives the output to check engine light. Now we see one by one, that is electronic control unit, okay. In electronic control unit we see here there is this system is shown in figure, and in this system the sensors monitor the inlet air temperatures, outlet cooling water, that already we discussed, that O2 contents in exhaust manifold, and the throttle positions, okay, and air volume entering cylinder and entering speed sends signals to ECU. Here we see here the all types of signals, the sensors gives that signals to ECU, okay, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that is air inlet temperatures, that is outlet temperatures, cooling water outlet, okay, these all sensors, exhaust gas sensors, this all gives to the ECU, okay. Next is the fuel supply unit. In fuel supply unit, here we can see that here also the fuel from the pump is supplied through the cold start injectors with the help of cold start switch, okay, which supplies the rich, that is air fuel mixture, to the air intake chamber. The main injector operates only after getting signal from ECU once the engine starts. Here we can see here there is a ECU, and here the fuel injector. When ECU gives the signal to the fuel injector, and that here the fuel tank, and here fuel pump, and here the cold start timing switch. That means when fuel from the pump is supplied through the cold start injector with the help of this cold start timing switch, okay, and that supplies the rich air fuel mixture to this intake air intake chamber. Okay, and also the main injector operates. This main injector operates only when after getting the signal from this ECU. Okay, electronic control unit. Next is the air induction unit. Here we can see in this self-explanatory figure. Here the quantity of air supplied to controlled in such a way that the necessary of the complete combustion. Here we see the air comes here, air inlet. There is a filter where air filters. That filtered air goes into metered to throttle and to intake manifold. And here from the cold start injector injects at a intake manifold, and that output gives to the engine cylinder. And here again, here ECU gives the sensor gives output to the injector, and injector gives his output to the engine cylinder. This is air induction unit. Now we see there are also MPFI electronic system is classified as a DMPFI system and LMPFI system. Okay, DMPFI system is the main input signals are intake manifold pressure, engine speed and flow volume of the air, which are sent to ECU to control the air fuel ratio. And in LMPFI system, the main input signals are air flow rate and engine speed to regulate the fuel quantity injected. Okay, this both system mentioned above sends the information of respective sensors to ECU, and then ECU processes the information and sends comments to the fuel injected to regulate fuel injected, and then mixture formed enters into the engine and engine start working. Okay, here the figures of DMPFI system and LMPFI systems are shown here. In first we see DMPFI system. Here in this figure we can see here there is a air inlet. Here there is a vacuum sensors are placed here to measure the vacuum of inlet air. Then intake manifold here. There is a injector. There is a ECU and here engine. Okay. In this system, is the manifold fuel injection system, and in this system, the vacuum in the intake manifold is first sensed here. Okay, and in addition, it senses the volume of air by its density. This figure block diagram we can see here. As air enters into the intake manifold, the pressure sensors detects the vacuum and sends information to again ECU here. And speed sensors which are placed here, that is RPM sensor. Okay, this speed sensors also send signals to the engine to the ECU. Here we can see that means ECU collects information from this vacuum sensor and this RPM speed of the engine sensor to ECU, and then sends the signal to this injector. Okay, to regulate the amount of gasoline to supply for the injection. Here we can see here that is gasoline injector, supply to the gasoline to the injector. Now we see the LMPFI system. Same as it is in LMPFI system is the port fuel injection system. Okay, and in this system we see here the fuel metering is regulated by the engine speed and the amount of air that actually enters the engine. Here the amount of air is enters into this bay, and the air fuel here, the air fuel flow sensor is situated. Okay, and again this air flow sensor sends information to ECU, and again the engine speed in RPM gives information to ECU, and this after collection of this information ECU sends the gasoline to the injector. Okay, first air enters into the intake manifold, then airflow sensor measures the amount of air and send the signals to ECU, and again the speed sensor sends the signal in RPM to the ECU, and ECU then sends the signals to the injector in order to regulate the amount of gasoline to be injected into manifold. This is DMPFI system and LMPFI system. Okay. Next, we see the different types of sensors. First is the inlet manifold pressure sensors. Okay, it is used to sense the pressure of the air in the intake manifold in order to adjust air-fuel ratio as per the load on the engine. Okay, next is the airflow sensor. Airflow sensors measures the volume of air flowing through the intake manifold to adjust air-fuel ratio. Next is the engine speed sensor. Engine speed sensor senses the speed of the engine to adjust air-fuel ratio. And next is the throttle position sensor. Throttle position sensor monitors the position of the throttle valve to adjust air-fuel ratio for required speed and acceleration. Next is the engine temperature sensor. This senses the outlet temperature of cooling water so that ECU adjusts the air-fuel ratio for mixing rich mixture. Next is the knock sensor. Knock sensor detects the pitching noise so that the ignition timing can be retarded to avoid the knocking. And last is the exhaust gas sensor that measures O2 percentage in exhaust gases and calculate the air-fuel ratio for the adjustment. This is all about the various types of sensors which are used in EMP-FI system. And last is the advantages of EMP-FI system. Okay, the more this first main advantage, it is required for appropriate air-fuel ratio. Okay, and that's why for more uniform air-fuel mixture will be supplied here to each cylinder. Hence, difference in power developed in each cylinder is minimum, and vibrations from the engine equipped with this system is less. Due to this, life of the engine component is improved. Also, there is no need to crank the engine twice or thrice in case of cold starting, as happens in the carburetor system. Okay. Next is it provides immediate response in case of sudden acceleration and deceleration. Also, since the engine is controlled by ECU, that is engine control unit, and a more accurate amount of air-fuel mixture will be supplied, and a result complete combustion will take place, and this leads to a effective utilization of fuel supply and hence low emission level. Next advantage is power is developed by the engine is better compared to the carburation system, and the specific fuel consumption is also low, and mileage of the vehicle improves. Because of that, mileage of the vehicle improves, and it provides better volumetric efficiency due to the fewer restrictions in the intake system. These are the all advantages. The disadvantages is only that this system is very costly, and this system needs elaborate arrangement requiring large number of components and subsystems. This is only the disadvantages of that EMP-FI system. Okay, in this session we all cover the EMP-FI system, their components, their working, their classification, their advantages and disadvantages, also various types of sensors which are used in that system. Okay, thank you.